let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events of that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. Trial begins here. Witness? What is your name and occupation? What? Everyone is so silent that I can hear the hearts going pitter-patter. Oh, when I looked at you, how can I put it? Look as scrumptious as a double-double in a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and write down a verdict just to have a bite. Hey, not so fast! As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Miss Edgeworth. You are truly a gentleman. Miss Faye, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me.
Sir.
Yes, my dear?
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might have caused.
Not at all. There's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation?
My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman of the literature department.
You were on the scene of You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo. Is that accurate?
How could you be so mean?
Now see here. What are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Huh? But it's just a photograph. Not like it's something dangerous.
Next time I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this is taking.
Is she staring at me? And you would be...
Huh? I'm the defense lawyer. My name is Mia Faye.
I see. So you are...
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
Oh, brother. Yes, please tell us about the photograph.
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried to take the photo that shows the crucial moment. Right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Oh, what a cute camera. Just like its owner. Huh. Pretty pink. With a tripod, too. Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Why is he always on my case about this?
I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers.
Did you say wild flowers?
Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers.
But it's only February.
Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Oh, I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I couldn't wait, so I just wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. Would you mind if we went back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge.
Was there anything strange about the two of them?
I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them. Like some kind of peeping Tom.
No, not at all. Everyone is like that. I love watching other people's fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place.
Too much info, Your Honor.
In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Suddenly, they just started fighting.
Do you have any idea what they were fighting about?
No, I had no idea. Why do you ask that?
Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said.
Huh? I would never eavesdrop. I got more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
That's when I hurried and took a photo that shows the crucial moments.
Why did you take a photo?
Well, the two of them weren't really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over.
Smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand completely. Of course you do. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
So you wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. And right after that, I called the police.
You called the police?
Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape.
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
If Terry Follis isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl is the judge wrapped around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia.
Let's see what we've got now. We got the witness's photo. Alright. Let's see what else we got. This is her camera that she used. Small but powerful model. So I want to look at this photo one more time. Okay, from the back of the rocks you see that. Okay. Alright. Okay. Gotcha. Do we have any other pictures? No, we don't. Okay. College student. She looks familiar, but I can't really place where. Anyway, those two people standing on the suspension bridge, and they started fighting. That's when she took a photo and called the police. It shows the crucial moment. Wait a minute! No, you didn't! Witness! When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo is two people facing each other. You testify that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we'd refer to as a crucial moment. Then why haven't you presented that photo like that?
Well, you see...
The photo we presented was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Oh, no! My apologies, young lady. Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he?
I'm sorry. I'm a bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
Ran out of film?
This photo was the last one.
What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, the camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took photos of yourself?
I remember taking photos of myself once too.
Please, no details, Judge. Please, I beg of you.
It seems like Miss Faye's assertion is not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, then she couldn't take more pictures very well, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about the different sort of photos. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Very well then. Let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge.
Boy, this guy's really is a sucker for sweet talk. Huh. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. I was using her camera to take pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed the two were standing on the suspension bridge. So they started fighting. And turned around and tried to run away, but...
Huh?
The victim! Why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back to a criminal.
This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
Quaggy? Why, you?
If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river. There's still something wrong with his testimony.
She only went about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge, like I was saying, swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Ha! You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why.
If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kid. The girl's the judge wrapped around her little finger. You're gonna have a tough time poking holes in the testimony of hers.
What else can we do? Using the camera to take pictures of wildflowers? Can I ask something about that? Do you say wildflowers?
Oh yeah, I already talked about that. Yeah. Okay, so the new statement that was made on the spot was he turned around and tried to run away. Only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. I want to take a look at this map. This distance is 5 yards. That's highly unlikely. Highly unlikely indeed.
Witness!
Your testimony is a joke.
Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Faye! I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. Say there were 2 contradictions? It's simple. Take a look at the diagram in the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of a bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. As you said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran even 5. Because Dusky Bridges collapsed on that side. What does all this mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court. Just a moment, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints on it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there is no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
That's ridiculous!
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Ha! That guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward!
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more clear for myself.
No. This isn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. And then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet!
That's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye. Your cross-examination, if you please.
Dr. Dixon's are staring right in the face mirror. Mia, go on the attack. She's not getting away this time. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe she did fall.
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness.
No need to be so rude. Well, young lady?
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
We're one step too slow. And then what did the defendant do after that?
Edgeworth. Then he carried her over to the car.
I hate Edgeworth. So bad. You personally witnessed that?
Yeah.
Did anything strange happen when he did that?
Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean the scarf? The words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden.
Huh? You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself?
Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult.
Yes, but let's remember that they were only on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that?
Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. What kind of talk is just silly?
Wow. Why'd he get so emotional all of a sudden?
It's fate. If you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us.
He couldn't have just leave the body on top of the bridge.
Huh?
Why do you say that? There's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There was also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks. They just love cold, isolated places.
I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body?
Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look of his face?
Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent! You're a remarkably honest young woman. Nothing about this testimony is bothering me, but what? Hey, kitten. Have you ever put salt in your coffee?
No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Listen, my point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence.
He's right, Mia. Go present something. You got nothing to lose.
By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all.
Why would you bring it up?
Although he does have a good point. If you don't know what else to do, you might as well try something. Go over to the car. Suppose that was one way you could have made sure the body stayed hidden. My problem is, see this photo? Yeah, this photo? You can only see so much of the bridge from there. Like, assuming she ran away, then dragged her off. Like, there's only so much she could have seen. I think she saw a little too much. But how to bring that out? How would you know he had a car? Crud. Your Honor, what do you think of this witness's statement? I don't think anything of it. How about you?
I guess I don't think anything of it either.
Then we don't have a problem. But we do have a penalty.
If there wasn't a problem, couldn't he just let it slide?
You stabbed him in the back. He quickly put... What? Stabbed him in the back. Okay, it checks out. Then he carried her over to the car. What was it? That was the only way he could have made sure the body was hidden. Which one was the one that Edgeworth freaked out about? I want to check this off. No, not this one. Was it this one? Yeah, this is the one. Okay, and then she got really... Yeah. Okay, so what I'm looking for... Was it... Or the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. Well, there's a problem there in and of itself. Oh, there's a... I have a bit of a problem with that. Actually, I do believe there's a much easier way to dispose of the body. A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body to that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in there are never recovered. Ah! In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, You can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Order, order, order! I'm not sure if I care the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that that is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. True. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous! Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. It's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. What is he talking about?
Alright, I'll do my best. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up into his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
What?
What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got into the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police.
And so, that's when you call the police? You're sure that's what you saw all with your own eyes?
Yes, I'm 100% certain.
You couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Yeah, I don't care about that. What I care about is this. How on earth could you have seen that? Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time.
Done what?
Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes?
Yes, and?
It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where were you standing? You could not have possibly seen the killer's car. I admit that the diagram shows the large outcropping of rocks. However, it's not so tall that it could not stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine.
I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash.
Huh?
I believe it was when Sue presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. With your own photo, tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Oh! Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still you claim to have been able to see the killer's car!
No!
Gotcha. Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in the stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness is very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only on what she saw with her own eyes.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have been remembering things wrong.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that. Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Well, quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair!
Ha! Save the tears for later, kitten.
Mr. Armando!
Don't look back until the trial is over. Now's the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair!
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there.
So tell us, how did you know that? How did you know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Until you can explain how you know that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the court. Well,
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain there are scratch marks from where he broke into it.
what? Let me see that photo. It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks from the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk's been broken open. Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side, and we can things here. What she just said. Is there any contradiction in there somewhere? I don't buy it.
Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself.
What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wild flowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? I finally got her.
Huh! I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was...
Well, it doesn't make sense for her to just be passing by. And she might have been the other car, but I doubt that. So...
there's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes? What was that?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk, stuffed the corpse into herself. The person who really hit the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster! That was you who did that, wasn't it? That's ridiculous! I could never... I was the man in the prison guard. He's the one that...
I don't think so, Miss Foster.
If Miss Follis had been the one who put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car.
He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting on the red light. Which means that the key would have still been in the ignition.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth.
It couldn't have been Mr. Follis that put the body in the trunk. No!
Preposterous! To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photos she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. We already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter of this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself, because of the timer.
I don't think you can make a mistake about it.
Take a look at her camera.
It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod.
It's almost as if the camera was brought just to take this picture.
What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the cameras all the time, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else.
Exactly. She was not in the field.
Defense, please explain further. This is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering this question, you'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster in the incident when the bridge occurred?
Well,
The only place she could be was here. Naturally, a witness was right here. But that was where the victim, Mr. Hawthorne, was standing. Order, order, order! Miss Faye, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine. Of course Mr. Fawless met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Fawless. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valley Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman was Mr. Fawless met on the bridge on that day was not Valley Hawthorne. It was you, Miss Lisa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Fawless himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valley Hawthorne. But the defendant knew Valley Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted. Yeah, but since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You were just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? Got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow his case wide open. At the time of the incident, Mr. Fawless had forgotten what Valley Hawthorne looked like. Because... it says so here. Mr. Fawless had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. That was Mr. Fawless who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could pretend to be Valley Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? No! Oh, crud. I think she passed out. Where's Miss Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't it obvious? She's the true criminal. Ha! Well, we have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court has in recess. The defense and the prosecution are instructed to wait in the lobby. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Very well. This court is in recess. This is going better than I expected. Alright. Well then. So. Looks like she killed not one person, but 2. If that even is the same person we know before. Oh well. Well, before, in the future, whatever. Because I think Phoenix Wright was Mia's second person, like, defendant. Oh well. This is Luigi 64D. See you next time. When we get to try this all over again when she wakes up and calms herself down. Not that it'll help. See you next time.